Let's move on to the other model, which is the MVA, market value added. Value added. Market value added is yet another financial metric that measures the difference between two things. That is the difference between a company's market capitalization and the capital it has raised from investors. The difference between the company's market capitalization and the capital it has raised from investors. And this financial metric, candidates, reflects the value created by the company's management through its decisions and operations. So just like the EVA, it has very simple steps. So in calculating MVA, step number 1 is to calculate market capitalization. Calculate market capitalization. And this is done by simply multiplying the number of outstanding shares by the current market price per share. To calculate the total capital employed. So first you calculate the market capitalization. That is the market value of the shares. Market value of the shares. Market value of the shares. Then you calculate the total capital invested, which is the total sum of equity and debt that the company has raised from investors. Then you calculate MVA. Calculate MVA. You subtract the total capital employed from market capitalization. So it's the difference between the two. So when you subtract the two, you may either have a positive amount or a negative amount. A positive amount will indicate that the company has created value for its shareholders through the management's decisions and operations. But if there is a negative value, that suggests that the company has destroyed value for its shareholders. Market value added. Illustration. The following financial information relates to Steps Limited for the year ended 30th September 2023. Adjusted operating profit after tax NOPAT is 180 million. 2. Total capital is 900 million, no debt. 3. Closing market share price is 29 shillings. 4. Total number of shares outstanding is 86 million. The cost of equity is 13%. Required. Compute the following relative performance measures for Steps Limited. The following financial information relates to Steps Limited for the year ended 30th September 2023. Adjusted net operating profit after tax is 180 million. Adjusted. That tells you don't need to adjust anything. Number 2, total capital is 900 million, no debt. Closing market share price is 29 shillings. The total outstanding shares is 86 million. The cost of equity is 13%. Market value added. What is the market value added? So here we just get the difference of two things, the market value of equity minus the total shareholders equity or capital employed. Isn't it not simple, that one? Illustration. Solution. Let's first do MVA. Market capitalization, which is the same as the market value of equity. Because you are multiplying what I've just rubbed here. I say that to get market capitalization, you will get the total value of the market price per share times number of shares. That will give you the market capitalization. So in this question, we are given the total capital, and you can see in bracket no debt. So that is the market value of equity. Then we deduct we have the value for equity, market value for equity. The total shareholders equity. So what is the market value of equity from the question? The market value of equity. So this will be 86 million shillings. Shares times 29 shillings. That is the market value of equity. We have the total shareholders equity from the question. From the question, shareholders equity. Look at the question. We have the total capital, which is 900. Then we have retained earnings. If you had retained earnings, you could have added it there. We don't have retained earnings. So the outstanding, the total capital, no debt, that means that is equity. Because total capital, candidates, total capital is equal to equity plus debt. Here we are told the capital is 900. The capital is 900 million. No debt. That means debt is 0. So the total shareholders equity is just 900. So what is the MVA? 1594 billion. 1594 billion. 1594. It is 1594 billion. So there is a point here. So if there is a point, we move how many times? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And candidates, if you are not very sure with the decimals, just go the long route. If you are not used to, because you will move 9 times here to come to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's like Gilbert knows what he's doing. it gave us the right thing, 1.594 billion. Now, students who are used to exercising a lot, it's very easy for you to just round off, and you save a lot of time in your exam instead of writing all these figures. But if you are not sure, you'd rather go slow, you get half of the marks than lose all the marks because of rounding off. And the reason why some students say the time was short is because they were writing all these zeros. Here you write zeros, you write zeros. So you waste a lot of time. Yet the question is just in millions. It's just saying 86 million. So the examiner expects you to just write 86 million or 400 million, 400, 00M.